I built a business buying dirt. I mean, most people just scroll right past land, but I make money buying it. And there's actually 3 specific ways that I make money buying dirt. Simple flips, minor subdivisions, and major subdivisions. And so the minor subdivisions are one of my favorites. The flips are great too, because the flips are quick cash, quicker. Nothing's quick, really. I mean, 60 to 90 days, but that's still pretty quick cash. Minor subdivisions, depending on the counties that you choose, can be anywhere from 8 months to 12 months to fully get in and fully get out. Now, sometimes a little bit longer depending on the counties you're in. And the major subdivisions, man, that's the wealth building strategy. But those are, sometimes 1 year, sometimes up to 2 years. But they definitely have the biggest profit potential. But the quick flips, sometimes you can get some smoking deals on the quick flips. And people, look, we're the easy button. As a land investor, I buy land. I know how to comp it now. And look, comping land, these 3 ways are so simple. I mean, simple, not easy, right? Simple comparatively to if you're trying to flip houses. I mean, if you're trying to flip houses, there's tons of variables in the picture. I mean, you could get 9 months into a remodel and open up a wall and find that you need to replace a whole load-bearing wall. And then boom, your profit margin's gone. You could find a crack in the foundation that you didn't even know was there. You could find the sewer pipes that go from the backyard all the way to the alley that are old and cracked, and you got to just put new sewer pipes in, and that could take your entire profit margin out. I have remodeled my house before, and I did pretty well. I made some good money doing it, and you can make money doing it, but the process is longer, and most of the time, and the spread is the same or similar to flipping land or doing minor subdivisions. Minor subdivisions are fantastic. I mean, you can easily make $100,000 doing a minor subdivision. Now, it might take you a year or 8 months to do it, but you can do it. And different states have different requirements. So wherever you're at, you could do some initial research and figure it out. So, really, what I'm going to be doing on these channels that I have, David Buys Land. So it's like, follow me on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm doing the YouTube channel too, so we're gonna do some YouTube shorts, and I am gonna be making a podcast about this. Look, I just want to help you figure this stuff out with me. If you guys like that, if you guys like making money, building wealth, which I do, if you see my other channels, it's building homesteads, and I'm a food forest, a permaculture designer. Like, I love that kind of stuff. I love land. I love dirt. And so really what I'm doing now is I love moringa trees. If you guys see my other channel, I got like hundreds of videos on moringa trees. It's a vegetable tree. It's the tree of life. It's literally the most nutrient dense food on the planet. But what am I going to do really to build wealth for my future with moringa trees? That's building wealth with your health in your body, which is great. Absolutely. We got to stay healthy here. But building actual wealth for my future, for my family, for growth, it's always been real estate. Always been real estate. I've done a lot of different things with my life, but land is something that I just love. I think I have an obsessive personality, right? So instead of me obsessing over things that are gonna like destroy me, I can obsess over things that are gonna benefit my future and benefit my future family. So that's what I choose. And so right now, I love land. I love it tons. I love it so much. I am choosing to obsess over it, and I'm learning. I have a coach now, a specific land coach. I'm hiring people to put people around me that are doing it. So I'm learning the systems, and I'm implementing the systems, and it's all working, guys. Like, it's all working. I've literally started multiple businesses in my life, and most of the businesses I've started, the upfront cost and the upfront time is pretty expensive, and it's hard to kind of get things going. It takes 18 months, 2 years to get something going, and by that time you're already tapped out on the money that you had to invest. Well, this is different. I built a homestead and I sold that homestead. I had a few a little bit of money to invest in this real estate business. And I'm glad I did. And actually, by me doing that, I got a ton in the pipeline. I have a system that's constantly generating me leads. And now I'm learning what to do with these leads. How do I actually make money with land? Well, that's what I'm going to take you on my journey in all my socials, on my channels. So if you guys want to follow along with the journey, feel free. I'd love to have you follow along on the journeys. And if you guys want to make money with land, cool. I don't necessarily need to teach you anything. I just want to show you what I'm doing. And if you guys want to learn about it, doing what I'm doing, I give you all the resources that I'm using. Then go ahead and follow me along. If you just are interested in it, maybe glamping, maybe that's the one thing I really wanted to do when I bought my homestead, and you can see that on my other channel, is I really wanted to do a glamping retreat. Because if I'm gonna do multifamily in real estate, why not do multifamily with tents or little mini cabins or something in a cool forest location? So ultimately, one of the reasons I started really heavily marketing and advertising to go find land off market is so I could find the right place to eventually do a glamping retreat. And at some point, I'm gonna find that right place. The place I had found in Tennessee before that I lived for 2 years, I literally bought 5 acres, seller finance, didn't go to a bank. I bought 5 acres and a chainsaw. I started cutting down trees, and I lived in a tent for 6 months while I built this tiny A-frame. And it was very, very great. It was a great experience. I lived in the woods for a couple years. And then I sold it, made a few bucks, and funded this systematized business. I have a coach now, and what I do is I mail. I send mail. Which mail is funny. I didn't think it would ever work. It's like, oh, that's so old school. Well, it is old school. Now everybody's trying to use AI to answer all their phones and stuff. It's like, no, I send some mail that says, hey, I'll buy your land if you want to give me a call. And then people call me. And then I'm not cold calling anybody anyway. I only talk to people who want to talk to me. And then I learned how to comp. The comping process of land is actually pretty simple. But once you learn it, now you can be very confident on what you can offer people to buy their land for. And sometimes you're going to be way off on the price people want for their land and what you can buy it for. But remember this is the main rule of buying anything, actually any business, is you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. You only realize your money when you sell. So anyways, if you guys are interested in this, remember, the 3 ways to make money with land is flipping land, doing minor subdivides, and I'll get into that in some subsequent videos, and doing major subdivides, which is called entitlements, and I'll get into that as well. Flips, quick flips. Think about that. Quick flips, quick money. Now the next one is minor subdivides. Minor subdivides is you can make more money, but it takes a little bit longer, a little bit more process to it, but you can definitely make more money. And so that's really the engine that kind of keeps things going, those 2. And then the wealth builder is major subdivisions. If you get those leads, now those leads, you can tell when something should be a major subdivision versus a minor subdivision. It could be in the wrong county. It could be like, when I say the wrong county, I mean for a minor subdivision, you kind of want some, and I'll go over all this with you guys, but major subdivisions require entitlements, which require surveyors, which require civil engineers, which require permits with the city, working with the city, working with developers, working with builders. But that provides, that has a lot more risk, but it also provides the biggest opportunity to make the most amount of money over time. But they're longer term as well. More risk and more timeline, longer timeline, but a lot more money potential. So anyways, if this is interesting to you guys, follow along. You guys are amazing. And until next time, let's buy a lot of land. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace out.